Losing weight could be very challenging. Losing weight can become a nightmare if you do not understand the principles of weight loss. I have said this several times. Unless you understand the hormones that play a role in weight loss, it will be difficult for you to lose weight. I know many people that have gone to the gym for several months or years without achieving their results. Some have even done dieting without getting their desired aim. You need to understand the roles the hormones play in weight loss. In today's video, I'm going to talk about insulin. Insulin is one of the numerous hormones that you need to understand how they work for you to be able to lose weight. There are lots of hormones that play a role in weight loss. Insulin, leptin, ghrelin, cholecystokinin, glucagon, cortisol, and many other hormones are essential in weight loss. If you understand how this hormone works, your weight loss journey will be easy. Today, we are going to focus on insulin. For you to lose weight, your insulin level must be low. Insulin is a hormone produced in the pancreas. It is an anabolic hormone. In metabolism, we have anabolic hormone and catabolic hormone. Anabolic hormone are those hormones that help the body to synthesize or produce other molecules. Catabolic hormones are those hormones that help the body to break down molecules. Insulin is an example of anabolic hormone. Glucagon is an example of catabolic hormone. What this thing means is that anabolic hormone will help the body to build up other molecules. In this case, anabolic hormone, which is insulin, will help the body to build up free fatty acid through a process called de novo lipogenesis. De novo lipogenesis is the synthesis of free fatty acid from the food we eat in the liver. Let me tell you how it happens. If you eat carbohydrates now, they will go into your gut and digest. The end product of carbohydrate digestion is glucose. There is fructose, there is galactose, but the most common monosaccharide, the most common end product of carbohydrate digestion is glucose. After the digestion of glucose, they will go into your bloodstream. They will be absorbed in your bloodstream. For the body to take up glucose to generate energy, they need insulin. Insulin acts as a transporter that will ferry the glucose from your blood vessel into your tissues. Without this, you will not be able to use this glucose for energy production. Glucose is one of the major sources of energy for our body metabolism. The body uses glucose to maintain its basal metabolic rate. Now, look at what happens. Once these carbohydrates digest and they get into the system, they will make the pancreas to produce insulin. Insulin will help to ferry the glucose from your bloodstream to your cells, where they will be used to generate energy. Under normal circumstances, insulin will help to ferry glucose from your bloodstream to your cell for energy production. However, problem occurs when there is constantly high amount of insulin in your bloodstream. Once there is high amount of insulin in your bloodstream, the body will signal the liver to start converting this excess glucose first to glycogen, which is the storage form of glucose. Then, after producing glucose and storing them in the liver and in your muscle tissues, the body will start producing free fatty acids, which are stored in your tummy, in your hips, in your neck, and in other parts of the body, making it to add weight. These free fatty acids are stored in your adipose tissues, which are in your tummy and other parts of the body, and this is how you gain weight. How do you maintain a healthy weight, or how do you burn fat? For you to burn fat, the first thing you should learn is how to keep your insulin level low. As long as your insulin level is high, you will not be able to achieve any meaningful result in weight loss. You have to keep your insulin level low for you to achieve any result in weight loss. I'm going to show you a couple of things you can do. There are two major categories of things you can do to lose weight or to keep your insulin level low. Number one is through dieting. Number two is through exercise. I'm going to show you how diet could be utilized to keep your insulin level low in order to lose weight, and also how exercises, improved physical activity levels, could also be used to keep your insulin level low in order to lose weight. As I said, there are two main things you can use to keep your insulin level low. That is through diet and through exercise. This first is through diet. The first thing you should do is to reduce the intake of processed foods. Yes, processed food are all those food that have gone through some refining process. During this process, some of the essential nutrients in this food, such as fibers, are lost. Fibers help to slow down the digestion of this food, thereby reducing the spike of insulin. However, if food are highly processed and you keep on eating them, they digest very fast and they spike your insulin level. The first thing you should do if you wish to lose weight or if you wish to maintain a healthy weight is to reduce the intake of processed food. If you already have high BMI, if you already have BMI above 35 kilograms per meter square, it is advisable to stop intake of processed food, because if your BMI is high, you have increased risk of developing many metabolic diseases such as hypertension, kidney disease, fatty liver disease, and even dyslipidemia. So it is advisable that you cut down or stop the intake of processed food if you have obesity or if you have any metabolic disease. Number two thing you can do is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting simply means allowing the body to feed itself. The body is always in two states: first stage and fasting stage. During first stage, the body has a lot of glucose in the bloodstream to generate energy. During fasting stage, what happens is that the body will begin to use these stored fats in your tummy and in other adipose tissues to generate energy. When you fast, insulin level is low. Fasting is an effective tool to lose weight. I made a separate video about intermittent fasting and how you can utilize it to lose weight. If you wish to watch that video, check my channel or check my Facebook timeline. You see a video that explains the benefit of intermittent fasting. Apart from helping you to lose weight, intermittent fasting also have a lot of health benefits, which you will see if you watch the video I made. Another thing you can do to keep your insulin level low is to consume or eat low carbohydrate food, especially processed carbohydrates. Eating carbohydrate in quote is not bad. What is bad is eating highly processed carbohydrates. So if you wish to keep your insulin level low, it's advisable to eat food that have low carbohydrates, such as green vegetables, protein foods, and seafood. Another thing that can help to lose weight is green tea. Green tea alone will not be effective in weight loss if you do not combine it with proper diet and increase physical activity level. Green tea helps to improve your metabolism, thereby helping the body to get rid of excess body fat. But this is only effective if you combine green tea with reduced intake of processed foods, with improved physical activity levels, and with intermittent fasting. Another thing you can do to keep your insulin level low is to eat food that have low glycemic index. Glycemic index is a measure of how quickly the food you eat digests to release glucose into your bloodstream. Food that have high glycemic index value are not good for you. They will digest very fast, spike your blood glucose level, which will in turn raise your insulin level. It is advisable to eat food that have low glycemic index value. I made a separate video about glycemic index. If you check my channel or my Facebook profile, you will see a video I talked about this. You see food and their glycemic index, and which food that has low glycemic index that will help you to achieve your weight loss journey. Another thing you should consider is food that have low calories. There are some food that have low calories but can satisfy you very well. These foods are very essential for weight loss. If you check my channel, I also made a separate video about food that have low calories. They will help you to achieve your weight loss journey. Another thing you should consider if you wish to keep your insulin level low is to eat food that have high satiety index. Satiety index simply means how satisfying food you eat are. For example, if I eat food now, how long will I stay before I start craving for more food? If you eat food that have high satiety index, they will help to satisfy you and prevent you from eating more. Eating more, especially eating highly processed food, is one of the major things that drive weight gain in our society. Eating several times in a day is one of the greatest drivers of weight gain in our society. It is advisable to consider food that have high satiety index. Examples of food that have high satiety index are proteinous food, especially animal-based protein. If you eat proteinous food with healthy fat, they will help to keep you satisfied and make you less likely to crave for more food and to eat more food. This will help you to lose weight or to keep your insulin level low, which will also in turn help you to lose weight. When I was talking about satiety index, I mentioned protein diet. Eating protein diet has a lot of advantage beyond keeping your insulin level low. Number one, Protein diet is not stored in the body like the body does to carbohydrates. If you eat high amount of carbohydrate and the body takes the one it needs, it will convert the excess into glycogen and free fatty acids that are stored in your body, making you to gain weight. However, protein is not done like that. When the body takes the amount of protein it needs, it excretes the others from the urine and other means. The body stores protein in rare condition, but for carbohydrates, especially highly processed carbohydrates, the body easily stores that. Number 2, protein has high satiety index. Protein will help to keep you full and satisfied. If you eat protein food, you are most likely going to be satisfied and less likely crave for more food. Protein foods will help to keep you satisfied and prevent you from consuming more food. Protein food is very good for you. Number 3, protein food does not spike your blood glucose level like carbohydrate does. So it is advisable to consider protein foods if you wish to keep your insulin level low or if you wish to burn fat. Another thing you can do to keep your insulin level low is to eat food that are rich in fibers. Fibers have a lot of role in the body. If you wish to lose weight, it's advisable to consume food that are rich in fiber. Fiber is an essential part of many carbohydrates except refined or processed carbohydrates. Fiber helps to slow down the digestion of carbohydrates in your gut. This will help to prevent the spike of blood glucose level. Remember that once your blood glucose level is high, insulin level will also be high and the body will be in an anabolic state, thereby producing free fatty acid that will help you to gain weight. Fibers also feed the good microorganisms in our gut. There are some normal flora in our gut. When these microorganisms are fed with the fiber, they release good fatty acids that are essential in protecting us from metabolic diseases. What makes us to lack fiber in our meal today is because of processed food. Most of the processed food lack this fiber. It's advisable to eat food in their natural form. Food in their natural form contain lots of fibers, which will help to keep your insulin level low. Healthy fat is also good for you if you wish to keep your insulin level low. Dietary fats do not spike your blood glucose level. Also, when you eat food that have healthy fats, they will stimulate the body to release a hormone called cholecystokinin. Protein does the same thing. When you eat food that have protein and healthy fats, this food will make the body to produce a hormone called cholecystokinin. Cholecystokinin will help you to feel satisfied for a long period of time. They will also help to slow down the digestion of protein and fat, thereby reducing the spike of glucose in your bloodstream. It is advisable to consume healthy fats and protein diet if you wish to keep your insulin level low. I made a separate video about healthy fat. You can check my channel to watch the video. There are other lifestyle changes you can make to lose weight. You can reduce the intake of alcohol. Alcohol metabolism can also lead to fatty acid synthesis in your body. De novo lipogenesis can also occur in response to high consumption of alcohol. So if you wish to lose weight, it is advisable to cut down the intake of alcohol. Then you can reduce stress. When you are stressed, the body releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. This hormone will make you to be craving for unhealthy food. It has been established that those who are constantly stressed have increased risk of consuming junk food or highly processed food, which will make them to gain weight. There are many ways you can ease your stress. Meditation and exercises help. Reducing the amount of stress is good for you to lose weight. Having talked about diet, we are now going to address some of the exercises that you can do to keep your insulin level low. There are many exercises that you can do that will help to keep your insulin level low. Number 1 is taking a stroll. If you walk at least 30 to 40 minutes every day, it will help to keep your insulin level low, especially when you combine this with dieting. Walking will help to exercise some of your muscles. When your muscles are exercised, they use calorie as a source of energy, and once the body keep on using this calorie, they will help to keep your insulin level low because glucose will be used as a source of energy during this exercise. And once the glucose are constantly used, the insulin level will be low. Therefore, walking with other exercises will help to keep your insulin level low if you combine this with dieting. Jogging is also good. Why I did not include jogging first is because there are a lot of people that cannot jog. If you have medical problem, it will be difficult for you to jog. Jogging intermittently can help to keep your insulin level low, but I recommend walking because many people that have a lot of health issues could easily take a stroll or walk within their neighborhood without increasing the risk of heart attack or other medical emergencies. So if you cannot jog, strolling or taking a walk is best for you. Then you can go for cycling. Cycling is a very good form of exercise that have been proven to keep our insulin level low. Cycling is very good. Apart from helping to keep your insulin level low, it will also help to improve your range of motion, improve your cardiopulmonary function, and reduce your stress level. Cycling is a very good form of exercise. If you cannot cycle in the street, you can get the stationary bicycle ergometer. They will give you the same effect. Stationary bicycle ergometer will also help to keep your insulin level low because when you are cycling, you are using your muscles to do this. The muscle is one of the most active metabolic tissues. Once the muscles are excited, they help to mobilize this glucose in your bloodstream. And once the glucose in your bloodstreams are exhausted, the muscle will start using glycogen, and from there you can start using up fat, which will help you to lose weight. Cycling in the home or in the street is a very good form of exercise that will help to keep your insulin level low and improve your cardiopulmonary functions. Then dancing. Dancing is a very good form of exercise. A lot of people already know this, so I need to highlight it. If you are good in dancing, it's advisable to dance once in a while to keep your insulin level low or to get rid of some calories. Dancing is very good for you. Sporting activity is another means of keeping yourself active and keeping your insulin level low. You can participate in one or two forms of sporting activities. This will help to keep your insulin level low and improve your fitness level. Swimming is another good form of exercise. When you swim, you exercise almost all the muscles in your body. When you swim, you exercise your upper limb muscles, your trunk muscles, your neck muscles, and your lower limb muscles. Swimming is very good for you. It helps to keep your insulin level low and also help to improve your fitness level and improve your cardiopulmonary functions. Resistance training. This is another good form of exercise. When you do resistance training, you are working the muscle against resistance. You are building the strength of a muscle. People who have well-built muscle are less likely going to gain weight. The muscle is one of the most active metabolic tissues. When you have well-built muscles, you would hardly gain weight. It will help to improve your insulin sensitivity, reduce your insulin level, and also improve your fitness level. There are many ways you can use to do resistance training. If you check my YouTube channel or my Facebook wall, I made a separate video on several ways you can do resistance training at home, even if you don't have exercise kits. There is auto resistance exercise that you can use your body part as a means of resistance to build your muscles, which will help to keep your insulin level low. I have exhausted some of the most important things you can do to keep your insulin level low. There are many other ones beyond this video, but I want to assure you that if you combine dieting with improved physical activity level or exercises, and then few lifestyle modifications such as reduction in consumption of alcohol and reducing your stress level, you are not only going to keep your insulin level low, but you are going to be physically fit and away from many metabolic diseases. Remember, maintaining a healthy weight or losing weight does not stop at making you to look good. They will help to prevent you from many metabolic diseases. There are a lot of diseases that are ravaging many people in our societies that could be prevented when you change your diet and become physically active. This will help you to maintain. If you find this video useful, please give us a thumb up. Subscribe to our channel. This will enable YouTube to recommend our video to others. Share this video with your friends, your family, and most importantly, don't forget to click the notification button. By doing so, you'll be notified anytime we release any of our videos. Thank you for coming. We look forward to seeing you again in our channel. Have a wonderful day.